Welcome to Know Your Right. My name is Brighton Ncube, a show that seeks to amplify the work as well as the voice of CSOs in Bulawayo. Today on the show, I'm joined by the director as well as the project manager of Orphans Friends Development Trust, programming right here in Bulawayo as well as in Cholocho. Welcome to Know Your Right. Right, Spencer, what is Orphans Friends and Community Development Trust? What do we do?
Okay, Orphans Friends and Community Development Trust is a local initiative for orphans, vulnerable children, and also for community development. We try to end the cycle of poverty, and then also we try to alleviate the impact of poverty through community engagements and through life skills development to the community.
Right. Still on you, what inspired this? You're the founder of the organization. What inspired this formation of this organization?
Right. Basically, I come from Cholocho myself. So because of the experiences that I went through, and also because of the other factors, like for example, most people in Cholocho usually go to South Africa. They are not eager to learn. And of those who go to South Africa, maybe let's say, for example, the youths, when they go to South Africa, when they get there, they do 1, 2, or 3 things, and then maybe if it's a lady, and then they'll be having a child, and then they'll send that child back home to stay with their grandparents. And then that child will suffer more than what the parent had actually suffered. So we're saying as an organization, we're trying to end the cycle of poverty. And also we carried out a research on the causes and effects of teenage or child marriages in the district. Particularly, we carried that research in Ward 1. So as a result, I saw that gap, and then I felt that an organization has to be established to bridge that gap.
Right. So as a project manager of the organization, we work with vulnerable children and orphans. Yes. Right. The community are not aware of the rights of the orphans. Go to orphans, the vulnerable children. But I want to amalungelo in terms of as a community. Different areas. What are you doing as an organization to amplify your voice and to make them aware of their rights?
Okay, thank you. We have realized that a lot of people in Cholocho, as you were saying, are not aware of their rights. A lot of parents are not aware of children's rights also, and a lot of women are also not aware of their rights. So as an organization, we do wide-scale trainings whereby we train societies, we train parents, we train teachers about children's rights, about when they breach children's rights, the do's and don'ts of children's rights.
Right. Let's also talk about your programming. What are some of the activities that you have done? 2018, what and so far?
Okay. All right. For 2018, we conducted life skill projects in Cholocho's Hazela Ward 1, whereby we trained women, 15 women in particular. We trained them with life skill programs whereby we taught them how to do liquid soap making, green bar making, safe making. Then we also had another program also at the end of the year whereby we trained children about their rights. Yeah.
Yes. So right, how do you feel like achieving great things? Now they are self-sustained, they're now doing their own things because they're coming from your hands. How do you feel as the director and the founder of the organization?
Okay, as the founder particularly, I feel great, and then I feel inspired, and then I feel just wow that I've actually made an impact into someone's life.
Yeah. So let's take us back to the day when you went out to Makhaya and approached Abadala. How was the response from Abantuana, Abadala, and the community from Ama Chiefs, Sapu? How was the response from them?
Okay, I can say the response was overwhelming. It was very good. We were welcomed by the chiefs, by the Amasopu, Amakroyas, and also by the school heads, the children, and the community at large. The response was very good.
But however, in terms of your programming, we all have challenges, we all face problems. What are some of the key issues that I say is we can't finger to that area we want, but we wish to finger, but we want in partnership or we want help. What are some of those areas that you want assistance from?
Okay, in terms of our location, Cholocho is a very big area. Yeah. So our main challenge is that as an organization, in terms of transportation, we focus mainly at the centers in the few wards, in particular Ward 1 and Cholocho Center. And then there are other failures whereby we fail to reach the children in terms of transportation barriers. And another challenge we face also is that where we face challenges whereby parents do not avail their children to partake in the programs we introduce because of the things such as cultivating, if it's the cultivating season, if it's the farming season, things like that. So we have to maneuver ourselves so as to work with the parents and at the same time maintain the relationships in trying to achieve these children.
Right. What relationship have you been building over the years between the school heads, the parents, the orphans, and the entire community? What kind of relationship have you been building as the organization?
Okay.
Do you want to take it?
Okay. In as far as the relationship building is concerned, maybe I can say that we have tried to talk about the local leaders. We have tried as an organization to seek for memorandum of understanding and also to seek for permission from the CROID where we are operating in. And also we try by all means to ensure that the OVCs are protected and that their rights are heard and also that their needs at least are met.
Right, speaking of Uti Bezwagale, do they know their rights? Look, if you were programming in Makaya, you know programming in Makaya, Uti, they have got stereotypes, you go to the culture, Tina Skatogulima, Mtona Melekambelima, Mtona Melekambel and stuff like that. How have you been like approaching them for them to like to conscientize them, to educate them? These are your rights, we're empowering you here and there.
Okay, what we did basically last year, we had to organize the primary schools and then we organized them for, it was sort of a drama and music competition whereby they were displaying, mass display of their children's rights, the do's and the don'ts, and also I think in a way that actually made them to know their rights and also to know that in as much as they have rights, they also have responsibilities.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Now, as an organization, people are found, they have websites, they advocate through different platforms, some lobby the government. What are you doing? Whom are you lobbying? How are you advocating for my rights? I want to know my orphans and also vulnerable children.
Okay, basically, as for now, we have a Facebook page, Orphans Friends and Community Development Trust. I think if you go to our Facebook page, you'll see a number of things there. And then also we do it through WhatsApp, we put it in our statuses, and also through Twitter. And also we have joined a number of bodies like the ZNCWC, the Girls Not Brides, and then also we have joined even the Matebelele and ZNCWC. And as I'm speaking right now, I'm the chair lady for the care cluster. And then I think we are progressing in the right direction there. And then, of course, we have also engaged with Plan International and we have engaged with National AIDS Council and also we have engaged with Youth for Innovation Trust and we have also engaged with the Minister of Education, the Minister of Health and so forth.
Right, so 2019, what are we expecting in terms of project-wise, in terms of activities and programming, what can we expect from your organization in terms of more programs, Elwenza?
Okay, for 2019, we wish to increase our projects, our programs. Right now, as we are speaking, we already have a program which is ongoing, whereby we are teaching the youth life skill projects. We are training them right now as we speak. So we want to increase that at a light scale because we believe that if we teach our youth a life skill which they can use to generate income, we would have done a good service to the community. We also want to spearhead more programs whereby we teach children about their rights. And we also want to engage the parents on issues such as child marriages because we believe that is also still a standing block towards the girl child. So those are the areas that we want to tackle more as we approach 2019.
Speaking of tackling the issue of young brides, people are forced into marriages, how is that a challenge to your programming in Cholocho? You actually fundamental to work with them, but to Tom high, such a dealing, I was saying, their rights being infringed in the process. How are you advocating Bazali Batala, Mtwana Oyenda Islamgaga, Nangaga, Kaso Pride?
Okay, I think on that one we have so far engaged with Plan International,
Yeah.
whereby they have trained some paralegals in Cholosho district, and then those paralegals go around teaching the people about the children's rights, especially they are trying to advocate for to an end towards child marriages. And also as an organization in particular, we go around the schools trying to conscientize the girls themselves. And then also we go to the communities, and then we try to conscientize the parents, no, don't let your child get married at an early stage, because that actually hinders their progress, and it shatters their many avenues that life could have actually brought to them.
Right. Speaking of orphans and vulnerable children, someone said, give me, if I'm an orphan, then now now it's like dark, everything's done. But now you guys have been working with orphans, and you have seen the fruits that you have been like these children are now achieving our goals now. Passes goal. How do you feel about those things, and how does it boost your organization?
Okay, on that one, I think first things first, I just feel great when orphans actually achieve something in their life. And then myself was an orphan, but at least now I'm married as a father. But I can say that for the overseas to achieve their dreams, it is actually linked to us. We are supposed to protect them. We are supposed to give them a chance in life, and then we're supposed to tell them, you guys, you can do it. Being an orphan is not the end of the world. But there is something that life can actually bring to you. You can achieve something, you can become something. Like talking, for example, we have some of the orphans that we paid school fees for. And for example, we have Risen Ncube, and now he has joined us. He's now our programs coordinator in the organization. He excelled in school. And then we have Pamela, she's now doing nursing. We have a lot of them, just to mention a few. And then as an organization, I just feel we feel great when these orphans actually achieve something, because that is our mandate. That is what we wish them to become. That is what we want them to be like at the end of the day.
So you've been programming in Cholocho, but in future can you expect you guys programming in different areas, rural areas in Bulawayo, outside Matabililand? Which areas are you focusing on?
Okay, as for now, we're in Cholocho because of financial constraints. But if the Lord actually intervenes, we are expecting or we are desiring to extend our hand to the whole of Mat North, Mat South, Harare, Mashonaland, and even beyond the borders.
Right.
Yes.
In closing, someone's watching the show. They're saying, give me so pelling, I'm an orphan. Nothing comes my way. All the doors are shut. What can you say to them? And someone wants to partner with you guys in your programs. What can you say to them? Sell your organization sell your organization, sell your ideas, sell your vision.
Okay. All right. What I can say in closing is that we as Orphans Friends and Community Development Trust, we are just a leading organization. But we believe that there are other people who can do better than us. True. And so as a result, we wish those other people to come together and join forces with us, so that at least we end the cycle of poverty, and also so that the rights of the children are protected. And also our major task is to end the child marriages in Cholocho, in Zimbabwe, and in Africa as a whole.
Right, on our side, in terms of projects-wise, let's look at the rights of children. In closing, are we on the right path as Zimbabwe? Are we on the right path as Bulawayo, as Matabililand, in terms of trying to achieve the rights and amplify the rights of children?
Okay. So far, basically, I believe we are on the right path. But I believe that more effort could be put towards enlightening our children about their rights. There are so many things that children take for granted, whereby their rights are violated and they are not even aware of those things. So I believe that we should conscientize more parents, teachers, people who deal basically with children and the children themselves about their rights. And as we do that, let's take our children into consideration. Let's protect our children, and advocate for their rights.
Right. Any contact details? Your Facebook page, address, your Twitter page, address, and your contact details. Just that.
Okay. Our contact details. Our Facebook page is Orphans Friends and Community Development Trust. Then you can actually contact us in our email address. It's ofadct@gmail.com. Then our contact numbers is +263 772 525 774 or +263 778 287 973.
So one of your key objectives has been to alleviate HIV and AIDS impact and spread amongst the orphans and vulnerable children. What have you been doing to alleviate those things?
Okay, we've been involved in projects with National AIDS Council, whereby we would do the yes galas, the sports, trying to reach to the people or to the community, especially the youth. We are reaching out to them through sports, and also would do the non-communicable diseases such as cancer, for example, cervical cancer, which has affected most women, considering the fact that most women in Cholocho are the girl child, that is the child bride whom we're talking about, and then most of them are prone to cervical cancer. So we go around, we do that one in conjunction with National AIDS Council and the Ministry of Health, and also we go around the schools doing HIV and AIDS campaigns, and we offer motivational speeches to the affected and also to the infected.
But however, earlier on we talk about ukuthi ngasiprogram emakhaya nje. Kwena ukuthi umntwana ayothunywe ngali enkomeni hambe emanzini. In terms of doing those workshops, how has been the attendance? How has been the response from abazali and abantwana?
Okay, sometimes it depends with the area. For example, we once had another yes gala. It was in Samauru, still in Ward 1. The attendance was quite very good. And then we had an NCD dialogue in Pumula Hospital, that is in Ward 1 also. And the response was good. And then we had another NCD dialogue in Sodara Clinic, whereby the attendance there was very bad. And then also we had another yes gala at Jahi, whereby the attendance also was bad. And then also we try to reach out to them through the courses that she was talking about. We have a number of them. She just mentioned dishwashing, liquid making, green bar and washing powder making. On top of that one, we have handbag construction, we have baking, we also do computer courses, nursing aid courses, and merchandising and till operation. We are trying to reach out to the orphans and to the youth so that at least they are kept occupied. And then I think that one actually it will help to alleviate the impact of HIV and AIDS. Why? Because if you take a closer look, when people are idle, when they do nothing, there's a high rate of prostitution and a lot of misconduct. There, and most of them end up having unprotected sexual intercourse, and as a result, they are prone to HIV.
But also speaking of those things, some programs, for example, how to make dishwashing liquid, bake and stuff like that. Those are the income generating projects that you're doing. And so empowering them to be entrepreneurs. Not only someone might come and give you a PC ticket, give you money, but do your thing. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Right. Also moving back to you, you're also empowering amankazana through education. Emakhaya amankazana most of the time bayathunywa. Earlier on ukhuluma ngama young brides bayachata bebancane. How have you been reaching out to them?
Okay, when it comes to the girl child, in relation to Cholocho, as she says that the response is contextual. We do get various responses as we go to different areas. But what we have noticed is that in Cholocho, the parents have changed their mindsets in relation to the girl child. They are more open-minded when it comes to these issues whereby we want to train their girl children about their rights. So we find a situation whereby the parents avail their children to us so that we may teach them. They make them available to come to motivational talks which we conduct in the Cholocho Center. So we do have attendance rate successful. But in areas whereby we see that there is a discrepancy, we do go by there individually and we talk to the parents and we try to convince them to have a change of mind. We try by all means to change the context of thinking, because when it comes to the girl child, it is important for us to work with the parents hand in hand, so that we can improve the life of the children. But so far the response has been great.
But you know, when talking about gender equality, in the 50-50, we're equal. When you go to emakhaya talking about 50-50 gender equality, kuba nzima to tell umuntu omdala ukuthi okay, umkazana umfana, they are the same. It's a difficult thing. So I think gender equality is an achievable goal in terms of ngasikhuluma, is it achievable? Looking at where you're programming from.
Okay, to a certain extent, as she had highlighted, that it depends with the context.
Yeah.
In some communities, yes, it can be achievable, but in some communities, there are those conservative people whereby a woman cannot actually stand up and talk to the people. It is only a male's voice which is heard. Women are not supposed to stand up, and they are not supposed to actually stand for their rights. And for example, some of them, when you look at even from childhood, the boy child is the most valued one compared to the girl child. So as a result, you note that it. I can say that this thing is actually contextual and it's situational.
Yeah. But also looking at states, when I look at states about pass rate. In terms of in terms of achieving what now girls are more into the school, or they're giving time to go to school, because looking at it was a more menstrual cycle. Girls, they miss most of their schooling because of that menstrual cycle.
Okay. We once did, she and the other colleague from our organization attended the workshop whereby they were trained on reusable sanitary pads. And then as a result, we went back there to Emakhaya, and then we taught people on how to make reusable sanitary pads. And the response was quite good. And as she also highlighted that we, in some cases, we would go physically to a homestead, and then we talk to the parents face to face, and then we talk to the girls face to face, or we go to the schools. Like for example, we went to Samauru Adventist High School. I had to personally address the A levels. And then the next thing that I got, I was surprised to get the results that I got from the teachers, that the A-level pass rate was 100%, and the highest student has got 17 points, and it's a girl child. So that one is very interesting.
Wow. Right, there you have it. I was joined by Sponsor Nkosi Mhlanga, the Director of Orphans and Friends Development Trust, as well as Vusiwe Mkandla, the Project Manager. Guys, keep on shining, keep on empowering the girl child, keep on inspiring, keep on motivating the girl child, keep on reaching out to the rural areas. May you be blessed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming to the show. Comrades, there you have it. This has been Know Your Right. Till next time, know your right. This has been Science at W. Follow us on Twitter, and Real Prefecture. Follow me on Twitter. Know Your Right was Zamalungelo. Till next time, bye.